Everything's mic'd out and blueprinted. It should turn smooth. Let's see. Hold on, Tommy. I think.
You can hang on to it.
Hold on to it.
All right, guys. So we made it down to Florida to Jesse's shop, and we're getting all these parts and stuff gathered up, and we're going to try to get this thing together now. All right, we hit a major milestone. You got the crankshaft in and torquing it. Have you seen if it spins yet?
No, we torquing it. It says 95 to 105, and I'm at 100 pounds right now. I'm glad my buddy Dale took time from what he was doing to get it balanced for us, because that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, we come back and finished prepping the block, got the paint on it, freeze plugs, cam bearings, oil galley plugs, checked everything out. All looks good. We're gonna torque it and hope it'll turn. If it don't, we'll figure out why. Part of blueprinting, and hopefully everything will be downhill from here.
Yeah, it's going pretty smooth once we got all the pieces in place so far. So
yeah. Well, I got it clearanced. I mic'd the crank and the bearing situation. Everything's mic'd out and blueprinted. It should turn smooth. Let's see. Hold on, Tommy. I think.
You can hang on to it.
Hold on to it. Okay.
Oh, you just pulling my leg.
Yeah, we good to go, buddy. She's turning smooth. And the thing is, Tommy, when everything's indexed proper and clearance proper, it ain't like wompity womp. It's everything's just smooth and straight. See how easy it just turns around nice and smooth? So you know you got a good piece when we do that.
Right.
So we're not worried about the main setup, the bearing fit, the rear main seal is all sealed off good. So the next thing we'll do, of course, we done cleaned it up and looked good. You can show the folks that we did a nice home job on the cylinders.
Yeah.
And
do those earlier.
it all fitted out good, mic good. We got piston clearance is 3 thousandths, exactly what it should be. The ring gap, as I showed you yesterday, was 22. It's dead nuts. So I think it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. I mean, it's just amazing. Here I am with my tools versus when this was made, when it was run, and we're looking for thousandths of a, measurement. And look, that's coming to exactly the same place the last two did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just amazing. Materials across country from wherever, and it's right there within tenths of thousandths of being perfect.
Yeah.
But that's what we got to do. We got to make sure all this is perfect. That way we shouldn't have any bearing problems.
Right. So we're just going through and blueprinting all these. I got them all cleaned up and everything good, and this is used stuff, so we just want to make sure it's all 100% good to go. So, and so far so good. It's all within half a thousandth of tolerance. So
Actually, tenths of thousands.
yeah, tenths of thousands. We're kind of going back and forth on a camshaft, and finally kind of decided we didn't have the one that we wanted to really needed. We needed one in between. One was too mild and one was too radical, so we didn't have it. So anyway, I called my buddy at Summit, and they were able to overnight it. And today is December the 23rd, and I really didn't expect it to be here, but it got here, and so we got that much anyway. Hey, well, we got parts.
Not even 25th. Can't let people see the number on this cam now.
No, we don't want to. That's top
Can't
secret.
See the number on there. That's all they need to know right there.
Heck yeah, that'll work. 24 hours ago, I was on the phone ordering this, so my boy John at Summit came through,
Yes, sir.
hooked us up. Hopefully, it'll fit in the motor. So
It ain't been 24 hours.
yeah, it's
You
pretty
talked
much
to him
right.
yesterday afternoon about 2 o'clock.
Yeah, that's true. So less than
Yesterday after 2
24
o'clock.
hours. Yeah.
Bam, here it is.
Yep. Awesome. Well, that'll get us a little further anyway.
Simple enough. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Especially when you got fancy tools.
Just always remember, Tommy, when you stay prepared, you don't have to get prepared, okay?
Right. I got you.
And you can tell how organized I am around here.
Yeah. Saw
I
that.
mean, place for everything and everything in its place.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling the guy the other day, you heard me talking to him, what's important whenever you install them is to make sure these bearings, like I showed you, was narrow bearings to help clear this chamfer right here.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime you put an engine together, that has to go to the outside of the crank because a crank is not cut square.
Right.
They leave a radii in it, to make it strong, and that's got to clear on the outside, and the narrow sides run together. So anytime you put one in and it's coming down, and that right there is to the inside of the crank, it's wrong.
Right.
This has always got to go to the outside edges of the crank drum.
Good stuff to know.
These just simple little Eagle H-beam rods with the 8740 ARP bolt with a moly lube on the threads and torquing them 62 pounds. That's what the sheet says on them, 62 pounds of torque. You snug one, snug the other, go ahead and make a good pull till get her a little click. There we go.
Oh, did you really? That's so important, especially for those late night thrashes, you know?
Another thing, look at this.
Now, when you get to
Whenever you put them together, you always want to do that right there. Make sure there ain't nothing binding up. So
Right.
got a nice fit there. Then we'll rotate it over. We got 2 in. Do this about 6 more times.
Now, will we cover this
Short block turning nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Everything's looking good so far. Anytime you go through a valve adjustment, I don't know how much this actually wears,
Yeah.
it does, but hey, it's their stuff. They ought to know. They ought to be formulating the best they think they can for people. Don't
Yeah, you would think so.
Plus, like I said, we're gonna run that good pin Brad Penn break-in oil. But I go over these lobes and make daggum sure I don't miss no spots. That's what gets you in trouble on engine building, as I thought.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That I thought business will hurt you. I got a special tool I use for putting these cans.
Yeah, yeah.
I got to determine. I got to do the pin deal too. Remember, I got your cup for the fuel pump eccentric because you're going to be running a mechanical fuel pump.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it went good when you got over here. I hate we didn't have as much done as I thought I would have got done, but you understand the situation.
Right.
You know, the main thing was what we did do, and you seen it with the balance work and what it took to perfect it, and I'm sure it'll probably be on one of your clips there. That was real interesting, and I'm just glad you got to see what we did, what we gathered up.
Right.
I'm happy about our cam selection, and we agreed it in. It came in perfectly.
Yeah.
Everything's rotating nice and smooth. I just feel like you're gonna have a perfect engine and, you know, be able to enjoy your car for a long, long time, Tommy.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
a good driver, good power,
Yeah.
good sound.
Yeah.
Hopefully, exactly what we're hoping for and what you wanted.
Right,
So,
pretty much what I was looking for. So, but yeah, we still got a lot done, and like I said, we hit a major milestone. Most of the big stuff is done now, you know.
No,
so
it's downhill for
just,
me now. I
yeah,
mean,
just get the top end on there.
Still, look, it's one of them deals. You just can't slap a motor together in a couple hours. I mean, I
Right.
know people, man, I'll put a motor together in a half a day and run circles around you. Well, that normally don't work out.
Right,
Not if
right.
you take your time, clean the parts right, measure, just like we took the time to measure the connecting rods to make sure that somebody before didn't switch some caps up on us or something.
Yeah, just,
We had to know.
right. Just take the
And,
time and do it right,
It's
you know.
kind of
so.
neat to just see that stuff.
Exactly.
Like I was showing you on that dial gauge, man. We checked them rods, and they wasn't none of them 0.2 of a thousandths different. They were all perfect, wasn't they?
Right, exactly.
And the
so,
block. Remember we did the ring gap on the block.
Yeah, yeah. Checked
Got us
all
a
that
good
stuff.
crosshatch hone in there.
Yeah.
For sealing the rings. So
Right, right.
I feel good about it, man.
Absolutely. So.
I sure appreciate you coming over spending 3 days with me right
Yeah.
here, Chris. That's kind of made my little Christmas present. Man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all
for
right.
sure. Well, I appreciate you helping me out on this whole deal, you know, as always. So, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing it probably. So,
Well,
we'd still be piecing
if it
junk
wasn't you,
together.
I wouldn't be doing it either. I tell you that. But for what?
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. So that's where we left off in Pensacola. We're getting close to Christmas. Like I said, that was like the 23rd of December. So I had to come home for Christmas. Obviously, it's after Christmas now when you're watching this. But Jesse's been steadily working to get the top end of the engine back together. We had the whole bottom end done with the cam and everything. So he just needed to put the heads and check for push rods and all that kind of stuff. So on the next episode, he's been kind of documenting his that whole process. So we're going to try to put that in the next episode, and I'll be making a trip back to Pensacola, and we're going to get the engine on the run stand, and we're going to run it in, break it in, and just be able to hear it run, which will be kind of awesome. So that way we know it's 100% ready to roll, and I can plug it in the car and should be ready to go. So that's going to be exciting. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. It's a little more in depth, you know, kind of seeing this whole process as it all comes together, you know, and maybe you guys can learn a little bit, as I've learned a lot. It's definitely been a learning process for me, and really interesting learning this kind of stuff. I mean, I've been a part and been around engine assemblies, you know, my whole life, but Jesse is really kind of on the next level as far as, you know, how to do stuff and being really particular and the whole blueprinting process and all that stuff. So it was really cool. But anyway, we'll see you guys next week for another one, and hopefully maybe we'll be able to see this 410 run very soon.